The scene is familiar yet jarring, a packed auditorium, tense faces, and a lone figure on stage. The air is thick with anticipation and unease, as if everyone is holding their breath waiting for the inevitable eruption. But this is no entertainment spectacle. This is real life, where the stakes are high and the emotions even higher. This is America in 2025, and town hall meetings, once state affairs, have become pressure cookers of public frustration. The transformation is stark and unsettling. From coast to coast, citizens are confronting their elected representatives, their voices raw with anger, fear, and disillusionment. The sense of betrayal is palpable. The polite exchanges of the past have given way to shouting matches, protests, and even security threats. The decorum that once defined these meetings is now a distant memory. This surge in confrontational town halls is not an isolated phenomenon. It is happening everywhere, in small towns and big cities alike. It is a symptom of a deeper malaise afflicting American democracy. The trust between the people and their leaders is eroding. The traditional lines of communication between the governed and the government seem to have broken down. The dialogue has turned into a monologue, with each side talking past the other. Voters feel ignored, their concerns dismissed, their values under attack. The disconnect is growing wider with each passing day. In response, they are taking their anger directly to the source, turning once civil town halls into battlegrounds of American political discourse. The atmosphere is charged, and the confrontations are becoming more frequent and intense. The question is, will anyone be listening? Will these cries for attention and action be heard, or will they be lost in the noise? The anger boiling over in town halls across the nation is fueled by a multitude of grievances. In the heartland, farmers hit hard by tariffs voice their anxieties to their senators. In rural communities, constituents furious about cuts to healthcare programs confront their representatives. In urban centers, the conversation revolves around gun control, immigration, and climate change, with activists demanding action from their elected officials. The faces and locations may change, but the underlying message remains the same: a deep sense of betrayal and a growing distrust in the political establishment. Despite the diversity of issues driving the unrest, several common threads weave through the tapestry of discontent. A pervasive sentiment is the belief that the government no longer serves the people, but rather caters to special interests and the wealthy. This feeling of being left behind, of not having a voice, transcends party lines and socioeconomic backgrounds. Adding fuel to the fire is the perceived lack of progress on critical issues. Climate change, gun violence, economic inequality. These problems loom large, yet solutions seem elusive, leaving many feeling unheard and unrepresented. Section 4. In the line of fire. Lawmakers respond to the heat. As temperatures rise, both literally and figuratively, the pressure on lawmakers has intensified. The response from lawmakers caught in the crosshairs of public anger has been varied and multifaceted. Some have attempted to engage with their constituents, acknowledging their concerns and explaining their positions in a bid to foster understanding and dialogue. Others have resorted to defensiveness, dismissing the anger as manufactured outrage or blaming the media for stoking the flames of discontent, further alienating the public. A few, however, have borne the brunt of the public's ire in more dramatic fashion, facing intense scrutiny and backlash. Shouted down, heckled, and even physically confronted, these incidents highlight the volatility of the current political climate and the very real risks faced by those in public office. The tension underscores the growing divide between elected officials and the people they serve. Section 5. A nation divided, the future of American political discourse. The turmoil engulfing America's town halls is a stark reminder of the deep divisions plaguing the nation. These gatherings, once a symbol of community engagement, now often serve as battlegrounds for opposing ideologies. It reflects a breakdown